Hi, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to add PDFs to your program archives page. Before you start, you would go to your program archives folder on Google Drive. I'll just do that now. And you will update your latest program archive or program to archive. I've called this one sample program, and it's just a copy of that one below actually, but it's just purely for the tutorial exercise. What I've also done in the PDF placeholder images folder here, I've added an image of I've just done a screen grab of that PDF, which is going to be the image placeholder on the website. Let's go to the website and have a look. So this is the page that we're going to update, and that is found in Match Zone, Program Archives, Men's Team Program Archives. So then we will go here and we will open up the editor. And here we are in editing mode. So this was the last one, the Knaresborough one. To add your new PDF to the archive, the quickest and easiest way to do it is to make a copy of this one. Now, the way it displays on a desktop computer, you've got 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you were to have 6, it would be too squashed. If you were to have 4, it would be too big. So 5 is the sweet amount to add. So it's a little bit fiddly, this bit, so watch carefully. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go up to our pencil here, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to make a duplicate of the last PDF. So I'm going to duplicate that there, and instead of it appearing above, what it does is it actually appears below, and it knocks all these out. So just leave that there. We want this to be above, and it's actually going to start off a new row of 5. So in order to get a little placeholder for that, we go up to our 9 squares here, and we're going to add an inner section. So be very careful when you add your inner section. You don't add it there, you don't add it just below there, you go down a little tiny bit further. It's a little bit fiddly, and you drop it in there. Now that's given us 1, 2 columns. Now eventually we'll have 5 columns. It's entirely up to you whether you set out the 5 blank columns straight away. If we do, by right clicking and duplicating till you've got 5 of them, you can do that, and I'll show you how it displays. So we've got 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in them will sit one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them, one of them. So I'm going to get this one that we've just duplicated, and I'm going to drag it into the first one. So there it is. It's a copy of that. I'll show you how to change it with the new one in a moment. At the moment we're just talking about display. Now what I would encourage you to do is have your latest ones as maybe a featured image, so don't have those blank archives there, don't have the blank spaces there. So if I show you what I mean by deleting those, I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to delete that one. You notice that this current archive, which is the latest one, is getting larger. It's like a featured archive, which I think looks better on the website, but it's all down to preference. You can have it as a little one, just like that, but above there if you want. Bear in mind also, on a mobile view, it'll just show everything in one column anyway. So if we take a look at that, see, it just shows it as it would. It's just on desktop view. There's a couple of ways you can skin a cat, so to speak. Okay, so we need to change this now because it's just a copy of that one. So what we do is we click on our little edit button, pencil at the top right, so we know that we're editing the correct archive, and we're going to add the image first of all. So we click on the image, and then we will go to upload files, and we will select, we'll go to the right place, Dronfield town, we'll go into the Where is it? Program Archives. And it's not the PDF we're uploading, it's the actual image placeholder. So it's that one I've chosen. So we'll go open, wait for it to load, and then insert the media. So there we are, we've got the new one. This is not correct one, obviously it's not the latest one, but it's the one we've used as an example. I would encourage you to watch this tutorial through a couple of times first, rather than just following it step by step, so you can realise and get to grips with how it's done. Now obviously we're then going to change the title to, what we'll call it, Sample Archive. Oh, let's spell it correctly. And then we'll call that sample date 2018. Now the last thing we need to do is scroll down a little bit further. We're going to add a link to the PDF. Now these are in the way. If you just click on that, it takes those back into the little place. So at the moment this is linking to the old archive. You look at that, that's the duplicated file URL. So if we go into our Google Drive and we need to get the share link for this PDF here, so if you right click and click share, anyone with the link can view, but double check at this point if you click on advanced and make sure that this does say, ideally it needs to be public on the web rather than anyone with the link, just to make sure that everybody can view it by clicking on that PDF and they don't have to then sign into Google Drive. So I'll click save. This should say sharing at the end. It does. So I'm going to copy it onto my clipboard, click done. I'm going to go back into my editor. I'm going to go to this link here. I'm going to select the old one. I'm going to delete it and I'm going to paste in the new link, and then I'm going to click update. Now if we go to the archives page on the website and give it a refresh, you will see that we have the featured archive PDF there with the older archives below, and if we click on that it should take us to the correct PDF. There it is. It's there. Now view wise it's entirely up to you. You can add, if we go back to the editor, let's say you think, oh that's too big, I want it to be smaller. I suppose there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can click on your editing pencil, go into style, and I think you can make it smaller that way. So it's a little featured one, or you can do as we did before and you can right click on your column and duplicate your columns. Go back to style and put that size back up. Hold on. Have it the same size as the others. In fact, we can check the size of that one. Style. Width of this. Let's just click on that. Say 60. And that's on 26. I think 60 might be a bit big. But we'll put it on 60. Let's just go back a step. I'm just going to delete that column there. And then I'm going to go duplicate, duplicate. Yeah, they go smaller as you add more. Duplicate till we've got 5. Now I'm doing this backwards. You wouldn't normally have those PDFs in there, so I'm just going to delete those PDFs, but it won't delete the columns that we've made because I'm deleting the inside of the PDF. So if I delete those and then update it, and then we go and refresh the page, instead of having that featured one there, which I quite like if it's a bit smaller, you just got the one small one there. I personally, and it's up to you, I would say don't have these extra columns. I would say just have the one, because eventually you'll have 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then 5, and you'll have a whole new row of 5. But for the first one, I would be inclined to have it on its own, click on edit, go to style, and then knock the width down to say 30 from 60, so it's not so big, and then click update, and we'll go onto the live website and have a look at what that looks like. Just refresh this page. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, and again you click on it and it works fine. Opens the PDF, and then the users, if they want, can print the PDF, or they can download it, they can share it, they can do what they whatever they wish with it. Okay, hope that helps.